Tonight's the reason we're all here in Plata, Argentina at the 2011 Team Americas Championships with two berths in the 2012 Olympic Games at stake. First up, Brazil. They've waited 16 years to make it back to the Olympics. How about the Dominican Republic? If they win tonight, they will go to the Olympics for the first time in their basketball history. Coming up next, the other semifinal, Argentina and Puerto Rico. Now, of course, because of the format of this tournament, each of these teams has faced the other so far here in Mar del Plata. Alongside Hall of Famer Gail Goodrich, this is Alvaro Martin. The Dominican Republic is the only team to beat Brazil in the tournament. They beat them 79-74 8 days ago. As we take a look at the roster with Edgar Sosa, the only absence in this team, he is back in the Dominican with a broken tibia that went right through his skin.
Well, of course, if you look at the roster, the two keys for Dominican Republic, of course, number 10, Al Horford, and number 15, Jack Michael Martinez. That is their strength. They are very, very strong up front. Now, number 7, Luis Flores, also has to have a good ball game. He had 10 points and 5 assists the last time these two teams met. He also did a terrific job on Huertas, the point guard for Brazil. In fact, the point guard for Brazil, Huertas, had 10 turnovers in the last ball game. Don't expect that from him tonight.
As we take a look at this Brazilian team that's really played their best basketball towards the end. Brazil last qualified for Olympics in Argentina, Neuquén. They've got a nice, interesting lineup of veterans and youngsters.
Well, if you look at number 9, Huertas, he's the guy that makes them go. And also number 15, Thiago Splitter. They'll run a high pick and roll, and they are very tough at it. But this team really runs. They like to get out. They average 16 fast break points a game, which is the most in this tournament. And then we look at Magnato, the coach for Brazil.
An Argentine who's getting an ovation every time he is introduced. A great appreciation for the man that took Argentina in this golden generation we'll see play next to the top. A silver in Indianapolis at the Worlds in 2002, and Olympic gold in Athens in 2004 as they present the colors of both countries. We will also hear their national anthems coming up next. We will start with the national anthem of the Dominican Republic. That was Quisqueyanos Valientes, the national anthem of the Dominican Republic, and now the Federated Republic of Brazil's anthem called Hino Nacional Brasileiro, composed by Francisco Manuel da Silva in 1822. So an unprecedented chance for the Dominican to eclipse their greatest basketball achievement, a berth in the 1978 World Basketball Championships in the Philippines, is at hand. And from Brazil, a chance to get that coveted ticket back to the Olympics. This is a team that's been to 13 Olympics, a nation that's been to 13 Olympics, but they've had a 3 Olympic drought. Sasha Poole in the middle from Slovenia, Anthony Jordan from the United States on the right, and Hernan Melgarejo from Colombia. Neutral country referees. Team Americas has invited 2 referees from outside the region. Polk is one of them from Slovenia, and Bulto of Spain as well. As we take a look at this team, and a young player named Ronald Ramon, as you're seeing on the screen, who will have to do some point guard duties for a team that doesn't have a critical, skilled, true starting point guard. Edgar Sosa was the starter at the beginning of the tournament, became the backup, and then suffered that tough injury. He'll be out for 6 months. This is the starting lineup, and you focus on Horford and Jack Michael Martinez. Their strength, the Dominicans, happens to be potentially a Brazilian weakness.
Well, you're absolutely right. They really are strong in the center and the power forward position with those 2 players. And, you know, I'd like to see them bring Al Horford to the foul line. He's very, very quick. He's got a lot more quickness than Thiago Splitter and the Brazilian centers. And if they can isolate him, spread the offense, I think they can be very, very successful. That's one thing I do. Now, the other player that really has to come alive, you might say, is Garcia, number 9. I mean, he has not played well, and he's a great, great shooter.
Now, for the Brazilians, Marcelinho Huertas, the point guard, who's having a fabulous tournament, had his worst night 8 days ago against the Dominican.
Yeah, he really did. I don't look for him to have that night again tonight. He is a terrific point guard, and he's the one that makes Brazil go. This is the team that gets out and runs. Their offense really is created by their fast break and early offense. The team shoots well. They shoot 40% from threes, 59% from twos, 52% overall. This team will press you defensively, and they are an excellent, excellent defensive team.
Remember, he had 10 turnovers that day against the Dominican. He really fed the Dominican fast break. Brazil, a team that tends to outscore its opponents by at least 6 points on average on fast break points. If the Dominican is able to make them play half-court offense, it improves their chances of winning. Brazil finished 4th in Las Vegas in the Olympic qualifier in 2007, 7th in San Juan in 2003, and 6th in San Juan in 1999. They were the last team to get on board for the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. In that tournament, Neuquén, who was a star at the time for Brazil, none other than legend Oscar Schmidt, and Hall of Famer Oscar Schmidt. As you see, Magnano, who's a tough taskmaster, never satisfied, and demands absolute commitment on defense. He did not have Nene. Nene is, according to Captain Alex, really not part of the team anymore. Anderson Varejao was injured. Leandrinho Barbosa was recovering from a wrist injury, but also sent his regrets. They were not really counting on him either. This is what Brazil has right now to fight. And they've brought in 3 players who are 21 years of age or younger, who have had significant minutes, of course, when the team is up, but also in significant moments in the tournament that allows them to get some burn and get some experience. You'll see them in this game as well against the Dominican Republic. Polideportivo here at Mar del Plata Stadium, built in '95 for the 1995 Pan American Games, then refurbished in 2008 for the Davis Cup competition. And then they've spent quite a little bit of money trying to get this stadium basically back to mint shape. An interesting player for Brazil, also who has had a quiet, great tournament, Gail, has been Guilherme Giovannoni, who has become their top scorer.
Yeah, he really has. In fact, he leads everybody in field goal percentages, shooting almost 59 from the floor. He is a terrific spot-up shooter, particularly from the baseline. And in this offense, in which starts really with the set offense with Huertas and Splitter at the high pick and roll, and then trying to get Huertas down the middle, or the screen pass to Thiago Splitter. If it's not there, he's down the lane. He kicks it out. They swing the ball, and Giovanni Ononi is going to be one who spots up at the baseline.
Horford and Splitter, as Paul throws the ball up, it'll go to Dominican, but quickly stolen by Alex. The Brazilian captain over to Marcelinho Huertas. Giovannoni is an undersized weight-wise. As you see, Baez block Huertas. The ball's loose, and it's picked up by Horford. Giovannoni is an undersized power forward, and Martinez should have an easy time taking him down, all the way down underneath the basket to the low post, as Flores starts their offense. A Dominican team that is just learning to play together in this half court. As Flores does an up and under, shoots from the free throw line, in and out, rebounded by Giovannoni.
And here comes Brazil. Huetes running the point.
They're running Marquinhos off screens as Spieler tries to post down low. Guilherme over to Marquinhos. He's a small forward who's 2'7". Tough shot, but he makes it, and Brazil goes up top 2-0.
Terrific crossover dribble by Marquinhos going to the line. He's big at 6'9", but can handle the ball and is very, very quick, as we just saw there, getting to the rim.
Horford tries to take Marquinhos all the way down low. He'll go right.
Strength. He'll go right. He come back over his shoulder.
But he misses. Rebounded by Splitter. Dribble handoff to Alex, up top to Splitter to Marquinhos. Marquinhos has great starts to half.
Yeah, he's too quick. This is a bad matchup right there.
Stops, pops from the elbow.
Republic.
It's good.
Yeah, he's a terrific outside player. Again, with Joe and his quickness, the little crossover dribble, it is a bad matchup for Martinez on the perimeter.
But the Dominican has to take the ball down low. They already did with Horford. Let's see if they do that with Jack Michael. Garcia.
Nah, this is a great matchup, Garcia. Now we're going to see a little isolation 101. He likes to do this. Goes up over the shoulder.
And he makes the basket and gets the foul from Thiago Splitter.
You know, Martinez is a undersized big man. However, he is so strong, and he just moved, as we see here, he moves Splitter right out of the way. They call the foul before he has to take the ball out of bounds.
Yes, before the shot, so no basket. Dominican, 13 seconds in their possession.
They're trying to get Garcia also off number 9, and really guarded well by Garcia.
Long shot by Horford, no good. Huertas with the rebound. It's 4-0 Brazil.
Yeah, a little too quick for Horford that time. He can make that shot. Just shot it a little too quick. There's a screen and roll.
High low, deflected by Martinez, intercepted by Martinez. Here comes Flores. Garcia, guarded by Alex.
Yeah, Alex is right on him.
And a foul by a foul by Marquinhos, grabbing Horford. That is his first.
That's a very good matchup, too. Marquinhos and Horford.
Second team foul for Brazil, just underway. 2 minutes, 20 seconds gone by in the first.
Boy, Garcia staying right with, Alex is staying right with Garcia. Both of them are Garcias. I guess I can't go wrong there.
Hard-nosed is what the word that best describes Alex, the captain for Brazil. Extended pick and roll. Nice block by Garcia, who's become a blocking specialist in this tournament. And the foul by Huertas is to prevent a fast break by the Dominican.
Yeah, he got automatic foul there. Forces Dominican Republic to take the ball out of bounds. Dominican probably could not get the fast break or the early offense, and there's the reach in, the foul. Out of bounds, Dominican Republic.
Ulis Baez will inbound, a player who now plays in Spain. Had a right calf injury, sat 3 games. He played the last game for the Dominican against Argentina.
Yeah, isolation here.
2-man game.
Yep. Repost.
Yep, against Splitter. A little screen, a pop, shot, it's good. Jack Michael Martinez now.
Yeah, we see
gets the first points for the Dominican. They're down 2 to Brazil.
Yeah, we see the versatility of Jack Michael Martinez. Takes the dribble, backs up, faces a basket with a little, great back door.
An additional pass and a block by Horford. Had him measured like a tailor.
I'll tell you what, he has got great elevation, great timing, and that is the second or third block, sensational block that we've seen in this tournament by Horford. We're going to take a look. He comes from behind. Splitter does not see him.
Marcelinho Huertas with a Splitter screen. He tries to pass, but it's over to Guilherme. No good. Splitter touches the ball, but it's over to Ulis Baez. Got some issues with that ball. Hands it off to Garcia. Up ahead to Jack Michael. Horford wants it. Michael drives. Bangs.
They're going right at Splitter.
Bang,
bang. Over
goes
the right shoulder.
Hook shot. No good. Gets his own rebound. That's a specialty of the house. Here goes.
He's a monster in there.
Blocked by Guilherme and by Splitter. And he's slow in getting back on defense. And Alex takes advantage of it. He draws the foul from Ulis Baez. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, nah. Baez doesn't like the call, but it was a good one. As Alex is terrific on the break with great acceleration. He goes right in, goes right to the hoop, creates some body contact, goes up with the right hand. There's the pass. We're going to take a look at this block one more time. I mean, it is, Horford is all over that ball.
Alex makes the first.
I'm really intrigued with Alex Garcia guarding Francisco Garcia. Alex gives up a couple inches. He's only 6'3". Francisco Garcia is about 6'7", but he is staying right with him, and he's extremely quick, and he'll body up on him.
Jack Michael at the high post, over to Francisco Garcia. Over to Jack Michael, a fake, a drive, and a lay-in.
Yeah, really a nice screen and roll. Good pass there by Francisco Garcia. Nice roll there by Martinez.
Guilherme left all alone, and that is what's killed a number of teams in this tournament, including Puerto Rico last night.
Yeah, that's a very good example of the Brazilian early offense, hitting the open man.
A gamble by Splitter, bad pass. Horford grabs it, throws a hook shot, no good. 5-point game. Brazil is up almost halfway through the first quarter. I think John Calipari just called the timeout. Let's see, Guilherme fakes, drives, shoots and misses. Martinez for the rebound. His third. Flores against Huertas. Over to Francisco Garcia. Tough shot off the curl. It's good.
Yeah, that is a great shot there by Francisco Garcia, and that's what he does best. He comes around the screen, gets the ball. He's a pop-and-shoot type of guy, and he needs to score and do that more often for Dominican Republic. He has had a difficult time only shooting 31% threes.
Nice pass to the Splitter outside to Alex. Over to Marquinhos, all alone in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Guilherme. Dominican should grab these rebounds. Oh, shove to Martinez. And a miss going left by Splitter. He was all alone. It was just him and the rim at the end.
He has had a tough time making shots in this tournament.
52% shooter. Horford pops short, gets his own rebound, but he's grabbed by either Guilherme or Marquinhos. Guilherme puts his hand up. Let's see.
We're going to say here, there's Martinez, goes right at the basket, and Splitter a little slow recovering. And then here's the early offense and the basket.
By
wide open by Giovanoli.
As we also see the shot by Garcia. It is a 2-point game. The Dominican tries to get up top with his shot, and he makes it. The Dominican Republic goes ahead, up in front, 10-9.
Boy, there's a catch and shoot. Francisco Garcia, and that was a tough shot coming to his left that time.
Huertas falls down, so does Garcia. Francisco, El Flaco, here comes the three. Awkward looking shot, but it's worth 3 points, and Brazil recovers a lead.
Brazil is an excellent outside shooting, shoots 40% from three. However, the last two times these two teams met, they only shot 23%.
Flores penetrates, but then has no idea what to do next. And he picks up the dribble, gets himself in trouble. Here comes a shot by Flores. No good. Rebounded by Rafa Hetzheimer, who comes into the game for Splitter. Marquinhos. Huertas all alone. No good. Rebounded by Rafa Hetzheimer. 19 points, 9 rebounds by this youngster against Argentina. Guilherme. No good. Rebounded by Martinez. No chance for fast break points for either team so far.
They're playing Horford's right hand, which they should. He does not like to go left. He will spin, but he's coming back right.
And he travels.
Yep.
He fakes left, but he'll always drive or end up on the right.
Yeah, he needs to learn to go to his left a little bit better, put that ball on the floor. He likes to go right. He comes back, he fakes, he travels, he has shuffled his foot. Fisher got it right.
A two-time NBA All-Star.
Yeah, and he's off to a very, very slow start. He's 0 for 4 and only has 1 rebound thus far.
Charlie Villanueva in the game for Jack Michael Martinez for the Dominican Republic.
Let's see if Charlie can really make a contribution. He has not played well in this tournament. However, the last ball game, there were signs of some of return quickness that he did have.
Recovering from a left ankle sprain. He's shooting 37% from the field.
Rush shot by Alex Garcia.
And Ronald Ramon takes the ball up court for the Dominican, the backup point guard. Garcia.
Looking to shoot the ball from the outside. They got a mismatch. Yeah. But look at Alex, how strong he is against Charlie here. A big mismatch.
Squares up against the side of the backboard, grabs his own rebound, shoots short, rebounded by Ulis Baez, grabbed by Alex, shoots and scores finally. It's a 12-all game.
Yeah, and yet we just saw right there the strength of Dominican Republic on the boards. They got 3 offensive rebounds.
10-10 on the rebound category. We have a tie. As Huertas drives, gets the basket, gets the foul, and will go to the line.
Well, he does a terrific job of using the screen and roll against the Dominican Republic. There's no one steps out. Horford does not step out. He goes right around Ramon, right to the basket, no one to help.
Marcelinho Huertas. He is made 2 of 3 in the last game against these two teams. He is now a 75% free throw shooter. This is only his 9th free throw in the tournament. For a guy who drives into the lane and leads the tournament in field goal percentage inside the arc, he doesn't really draw a lot of fouls.
There's a switch now. You got a mismatch.
Yeah. He gets shoved. And Charlie Villanueva just goes right in.
Absolutely. He just uses his strength. Nice play by Charlie.
So this could be the X factor as we see a pass inside the limit. Blocked by Charlie Villanueva, but put in emphatically by Rafael Hetzheimer.
And there again, we see how Brazil gets the ball out and runs 2 passes, a block shot, and then the follow through by Hetzheimer. You've got to get back, and you got to get back in transition defense here if Dominican Republic's going to stop that.
Minute 15 to go, 3-point lead for Brazil. Horford drives left, stops, elbow. It's good from the left elbow, and now it's a 1-point game with a minute to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I like that move. He went left with the left hand, stopped, took the wide open jump shot. There was no pressure.
Marquinhos guarded by Ulis Baez. Alex by Francisco Garcia. No relation. Here comes Marquinhos. Long shot, no good. Open rebound. Here comes Alex over to Marcelinho Huertas. Open 3. Offline, rebounded by Villanueva. And now the Dominican can take the lead with 30 seconds to go in the first. Villanueva drives hard. He's had trouble with offensive fouls. Bottled up and fouled by Marquinhos. That is Marquinhos' second. As we see substitutions now.
And Magnano is livid. As we walk here, he goes straight up. He does go straight up.
But his arm went down.
He's got yeah, you're right. He did. He had it, and then he had it blocked, and then he reached down and followed through.
Because he thought he had a block. As we see Orlando Sanchez come in for the Dominican and Jack Michael Martinez back in the game. Charlie Villanueva having a very difficult year with the Detroit Pistons, then twisted that ankle, then was physically out of shape. He's still not in the perfect basketball shape. He's trying to do it as he plays.
Well, he's got some terrific skills for a big man. And if he can get those together here, that'll be a real good plus sign for the Dominican Republic.
Alex wants to take Francisco Garcia out as they keep switching. To the corner, Alex Garcia drives by Jack Michael. No good, rebound by Hetzheimer. And a foul in the last second of the first quarter.
And Hetzheimer continues to play. There's the drive, goes to the reverse, doesn't make it. And there is Hetzheimer again. And he is continuing with his fine play the last 2 ball games here for Brazil.
I believe it is, yes, it's Jack Michaels Martinez's first foul. And the quarter's over officially. So we'll see a chance at a tiebreak here as the score reads 17-all. And this young man has been a pleasant surprise for Brazil. I'm not saying Splitter.
He really has.
I mean, Splitter is a great player, and he deserves to start. But this young man has been revelation. 8.5 points per game.
Shoots 64% from the floor.
Just under 4 rebounds per game, but he's been playing better as the games become more and more important.
He's only averaged 14 minutes a ball game. Now, got a lot of minutes the last ball game because he had 19 and 8. 19 points and 8 rebounds.
But he only makes 1 of 2, and as we go to break, Brazil leads the Dominican Republic 18-17 with a berth to the 2012 London Olympic Games at stake here in Mar del Plata.
Let's look at some of the stats. Dominican Republic are only shooting 31%, Brazil 33%. That gives you an idea of the kind of pressure defense that both teams are playing. 2 assists for Brazil, only 1 for Dominican Republic. 3 blocks for the Dominican Republic. Everything's pretty even. The score is even.
If you keep Brazil to 33% shooting and 25% three-point shooting, you've gotten yourself a chance, and that's exactly why this game is so close at this point.
Well, you're absolutely right, and Dominican Republic is a 40% three-point shooting team, and right now they are just shooting from three-point range 25%. And the last time these teams met, they only shot 23%. So Dominican Republic is closing out on the three-point shooter, doing a nice job. They are also doing a good job of keeping Huertas out of the middle. They're stopping the penetration. He did get to the rim once, but by and large, they've done a nice job.
And Thiago Splitter has not scored. He has 2 rebounds.
He's got 2 rebounds, only played 6 minutes.
So this will be...
And Francisco Garcia has hit 2 threes. He's 2 for 2. And that is, in my estimation, really the X factor. You're going to get a good ball game for Horford, although he struggled from the shooting from the floor, and you're going to get a nice ball game for Martinez. Francisco Garcia has to make a terrific contribution. He's off to a good start with 6 points here in the first quarter.
Alongside Hall of Famer Gail Goodrich, this is Alvaro Martin. We start the second quarter. Marcelinho Machado, the veteran, is on the court for Brazil. Hetzheimer gets hammered by Orlando Sanchez.
And Sanchez is coming from the weak side there. He's got to get there sooner to help make them all the way the cross-court pass to the offensive player that he's guarding on the baseline. As he's got to get there and pick up Hetzheimer. Hetzheimer did a nice job of rolling to the basket after setting the screen.
Hetzheimer is a 25-year-old. His full name is Christoph Franz Hetzmann-Zeta. He last played this past season for Zaragoza in the ACB, was a starter. 34 games, 10 points, almost 6 rebounds, and a 61% free throw shooter. Here he misses and continues to miss as the ball goes out of bounds. Nope. Orlando Sanchez with a great rescue, and the Dominican has the ball, but not the lead. They're down 2 to Brazil.
Let's see what Dominican Republic can get here. They probably called something right out of the fast break.
A strip and a foul by Guilherme. That's his second. Team's first.
Yeah, they cleared the side for Charlie Villanueva, going left. We're going to take another look. There's the bump. Guilherme does not like the call, but I think he not only found him a couple times, found him with the body on the way up, and then on the wrist on the shot.
The Dominican Republic has spent significant capital in trying to get these players here, especially NBA players like Villanueva, Horford, and Garcia, at least by paying their insurance, which was an unexpected expense that really, for a while, there was talk in the Dominican they may not be able to bring all 3 here to Mar del Plata, but here they are. They've spared no expense. Hetzheimer, left-handed hook. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
He's got resources.
He is really coming along in this tournament and made a terrific contribution. Once again, a nice little move left with a little left-handed hook shot over the right shoulder.
He's lost some weight. And it shows. Much more agile as he now guards Jack Michael Martinez going left. Picks up the dribble. Over to Charlie, and Charlie charges Hetzheimer. That happens in the game. That's when you see the ankle. He just bowls his way in, no subtlety about it, and then commits the offensive foul.
We're going to take another look. He goes left. He's there. Hetzheimer steps out.
Stop and go up.
Gets the charge. We now see Hetzheimer on the defensive end as well as the offensive end.
Brazil with a 2-point lead. Minute 15 into the second quarter. Huertas guarded by Ronald Ramon. His father played in Brazil. As there's a foul, I think Orlando Sanchez grabbed. Yes, and that's his foul, and that is Orlando's his second. Luis Flores and Ulis Baez comes in.
Look at it. There's the screen and the roll. Good look by Huertas. Hitting the screener with a pass.
2 point guards for the Dominican on the court. Machado drives right. Here comes Jack Michael. Pops. It's good.
Boy, and you're going to get on him. He can shoot the basketball. Generally speaking.
Oh, look at that mistake by Villanueva. Just handed the ball to them on the inbounds. And now Calipari wants a timeout.
Machado is a catch and shoot. Excellent percentage shooter from 3-point range.
Huertas, they smell blood. Trying to get the ball inside the Hetzheimer against Baez.
Yeah,
he's got a height advantage.
Yes, he does.
But they missed. And here comes Ramon off the Martinez rebound.
Well, they moved him out of step from where he was really comfortable for.
Drives right, turns left, up and under. Blocked and fouled by Rafa Hetzheimer.
Good individual move that time by Ramon. Going right, spinning. Gets the defender up close to him and then steps under. Hetzheimer has to come from behind and attempt the block. We'll take a look. Spins, goes fake, nice fake, and gets the defender off his feet. Then goes up and under. Hetzheimer out of position.
Horford's back, so Splitter for the Dominican and Brazil respectively. As Ronald Ramon will try to cut this 4-point lead.
And now Brazil goes big with both Splitter and Hetzheimer in the ball game at the same time.
Ramon, a 78% free throw shooter in this tournament. He's now made 8 of 10. He's an 80% free throw shooter.
Look for Brazil now to really try to get the ball into their two bigs.
Ronald plays for Limeiras in Brazil, in the Brazilian League, in the NBB, which is a league that's gaining strength. As they broke away from the Federation, they're trying to sort themselves out as Hetzheimer tries to low post against Horford. Wow.
Yeah, offensive
foul by Hetzheimer.
Yeah, nice body. Alfred Horford bodied up. Didn't let Hetzheimer back him in good position. Hetzheimer goes up. Uses his left arm. As we take a look here, now Horford's right with him. Now watch, he uses his left arm as he goes up and knocks Horford his arms away. A good call by the official. Good.
Horford will inbound. Brazil will pressure.
Yeah, full court pressure.
Huertas picks up Ramon.
John Calipari calling out the play.
Not the point guard. Over to Flores against Alex. Very active hands by Garcia. Alex Garcia. Here comes Jack Michael going left, turning against a double team. Over to Horford. 2 seconds to shoot. Oh, just in time. And the Dominican Republic has now tied the game at 23 with 7 minutes to go in the first half.
Oh,
Huertas.
Oh,
no good.
That's his shot. Now here comes Horford leading the break.
Nobody gets at him. And now finally Machado does, and he fouls him. Horford's done that quite a few times in this tournament.
Well, he can handle the ball at 6'10". He can run. He is a complete package type of player. I like his game. I'd like to see him get a little bit more aggressive. As we see here, he turns and shoots over on a jump shot here. Squares up against the basket. I'd like to see him be more aggressive at the offensive end. He is a very unselfish player. He leads this team in assists as well as scoring.
They won 15 seconds on the shot clock.
And he shoots 53% for twos. He does not really take threes. He's taken a couple out of desperation when the clock is run down. But he's basically a post player, can come out and hit the hit shots from the foul line. An excellent free throw shooter and the elbow.
As referee Sasha Polk is speaking English and Spanish to the control table. And now Anthony Jordan.
We got 15 seconds on the 24-second clock.
So Bias will inbound in a tie game. Beautiful game. And this must be, Gail, the first non-Argentina game where every seat is filled.
Oh, they're ready for the second game.
But they also want to watch their next opponent, whoever it may be. Horford to Ramon.
Looking to go inside to Jack Martinez.
Against Splitter.
Splitter, he's going to try to back him in, banged in.
Turn around, no space. Here comes Martinez, and he gets fouled by Splitter, and that becomes trouble. That would be his third.
That's what they want to do. Look at the bang. Now he goes inside. He does a great spin move, gets inside at only 6'7". Splitter is out of position, forced to foul.
And now, because Hetzheimer is on the court, they bring in the third string center, Caio Torres. And before you worry about it too much, this is not a great player in this tournament, but he is more than serviceable for Brazil.
Wow, Splitter, a little frustrated, a little dejected, goes to the bench with 3 fouls. And Caio Torres is also 6'11", 7 feet right in there. And now they continue to stay with the 2 bigs in the lineup.
This is what Magnano has done so well. He's brought in these young players and giving them enough minutes in important games to build their confidence, and they've played their best at the end. It's amazing. He is a great coach. As Jack Michael Martinez, who suffered a car accident in 2001, and he was in traction, but 6 months later was back practicing on a basketball court.
I tell you, he is a monster in there, particularly rebounding. He's got 7 rebounds already in this ball game, and he's just 6'7".
Down low to Alex. Finally, Jack Michael picks him up. No good. The ball's loose. Picked up by Caio Torres. 3-pointer by Machado. Yeah. It is good.
Offensive rebound by Brazil.
That's
Dominican Republic out of position defensively. They find Machado wide open, no pressure.
That's their 7th offensive rebound against the Dominican Republic's defensive rebound specialist. Here comes Horford.
Yeah.
Driving right. It's good.
That's what he does really well. Going right with his quickness. A great first step. Goes right up against Hetzheimer with his right hand over the left shoulder. Count it.
And the Dominican is up by 1. Hetzheimer. High post. Huertas going through the gauntlet. Takes the ball. 8 seconds to shoot. Going left. Stops. Pops. No good. Bias with the rebound. The Dominican can build on this lead.
Yeah. Ramon doing a nice job on Huertas that time. Forced him to take a shot that he didn't want to do.
Ramon over to Jack Michael. Looks to hand it off to Horford. 10 seconds to shoot. Now they look for the high-low with Martinez. They bunch up. They're crowding each other a bit. Martinez against Caio. Elbow shot. No good.
Nice box out that time by Brazil. All Brazil on the defensive boards.
As Caio Torres with a double foul. Interesting.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Caio Torres and Martinez collided. Martinez, I believe, flopped.
Yeah.
And perhaps that's exactly what Sasha
Okay, we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at it. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if that's a flop. He definitely a foul on Torres. Definitely a foul, and Martinez is livid, as is
the fan base from the Dominican.
Well, and John Calipari is also livid. That is Martinez's second foul. He goes to the bench now.
Charlie Villanueva comes in, and misread by Huertas on Caio Torres, who never cut all the way to the basket.
We're going to take another look at it. He just takes that left arm and just puts it right across his chest and chin.
As Augusto Cesar Lima Brito comes in, the 19-year-old power forward, backup power forward here. Another one of those youngsters that we were talking about.
Yeah, and he's...
Flores drives, shoots and scores against Alex, no less. Not an easy thing in this tournament. And the Dominican is up by 3 with 4:40 to go in the first half. Machado drives left, stops over to Cayo Torres. Easy shot against Flores.
Yeah, too easy. Too easy if you're a Dominican Republic fan.
It's a 1-point game. It's a good game so far. Ramon drives, stops, floats, and scores.
Oh, boy. Circus shot. He'll take it. Nice penetration.
You expect to see Huertas do that. You don't expect that from Ramon. 4 minutes to go.
High screen and roll.
A three-pointer.
Yep.
Ties the game at 31.
He could do that all night long if you continue to go behind the screen. A mistake for Dominican Republic, a mistake for Ramon that time. You cannot go behind. You've got to fight through it, and the big man has got to step out and help.
Nice play by Horford. He cannot convert, though, in a high-low pass from Villanueva.
Huertas, high screen and roll once again.
Cayo rolls over to Cesar for the shot. It's good.
Now Brazil is starting to shoot the ball better, starting to get themselves in the right kind of tempo.
And they take the lead, 33-31, with 3:28 to go and a timeout by John Calipari of the Dominican Republic. Now in World Championships, they will put a mic, a boom mic, and a camera on coaches, and they have no say. But in regional tournaments, a coach can opt out and say that they don't want to be bothered by a camera or a mic, and that's exactly what Ruben Magnano has said from day one, emphatically. We've seen some Calipari huddles. It remains to be seen if Calipari has wised up and decided that he doesn't want to be bothered either.
Yeah, and I don't. I got to side with the coaches on that one. I think that, the timeouts and the instructions, whatever they may be, I think that's between the coach and the team, and it's really not for the media.
Now, you would think that Magnano, an Argentine, going to Brazil and leading their national team, would be learning some Portuguese, but you'd be wrong. The players now have to learn Spanish. And I should add, he's from Cordoba.
Duty thinks in control.
Oh. He's from Cordoba, and Cordobans in Argentina have a certain sing-song quality to their speech, so I can imagine that Brazilians may not understand their normal Argentine, but they fully understand people from Cordoba.
And if you look at here, there's the screen, and he goes behind. He's no one within 6 feet. I mean, he just lines it up.
But Huertas shoots from his right shoulder. And then here we see him driving,
and then Lima goes out to the foul line, 18 feet out. Gets a pass. He's got a wide open shot. So these last two times, Dominican Republic has got to get out on the shooter. They got to close out a little bit better. Brazil starting to shoot the ball a little bit better. Their high percentage shots. The three-point shooting is now up to 40%.
And sitting next to us, Gail Goodrich, is the brain trust of Julio Lamas, his scouts, taking notes, casing their next opponent. Ramon, pick and roll.
Oh, nice fake.
A drive going right. Another tough shot by Horford, made tough by Cayo Torres.
He had him going left if he could have continued, but again, he likes to come back right. That's his tendency. Brazil is planning for that right hand, and they ended up having to make a tough shot.
Another shot by Huertas, who takes the shot from his shoulder, not from above his head. Up ahead to Francisco Garcia for the easy lay-in.
Yeah, the run out.
It's a tie game at 33, 2:45 to go in the second quarter.
Now, Dominican Republic has made a switch, brought in Francisco Garcia, the bigger man, to guard Huertas, and a little bit better defender and can fight over that high screen and roll pick.
Machado is guarded by Ramon, a shorter opponent. He drives, strong hand, and Ramon holds the ball, but apparently got enough of the arm to be called for a foul.
Well, at the area end there, he reached in. When you reach in, generally, we're going to see here, he's in pretty good position, but there's a reach in. Good call by the official.
They don't trust Cayo Torres enough, as we see the fast break opportunity for the Dominican. They just don't trust him to give him the ball one-on-one down low against Horford. They will do the pick and roll with him, but not give him the ball down low. As Machado, the veteran, he suffered through this drought more than any other player. Alex would be the only other player who's been with the team for 11 years who suffered as much. If they win tonight, it'll be a very sweet victory for them and for Brazil, a country of 191 million people. Ramon comes out, and Flores is back in for the Dominican.
Huertes with really solid full court pressure.
A premium on ball handling for the Dominican right now. Baez guarded by Machado. Recovering from the right calf injury. Flores had a shot. Drives. Tries to pop it. But Cayo Torres does his best soccer imitation. Football imitation, I should say.
We're going to take a look here. And yeah, he kicked it out.
So it's 14 seconds on the possession.
Soccer style.
No, football, remember.
That's football.
Soccer's only in the States. Villanueva to Garcia. We've seen one, but we don't see that second one.
Really a tough, falling away, off-balance shot there.
He made one like that.
I know he made one, but that's a good high-percentage shot. He can get a better shot than that. That was too quick. I know he's looking to score. They need him to score, but that's a tough shot.
And fadeaway threes don't come often. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Good defense on the screen and roll that time.
Machado with a three. No good. Rebounded by Horford. So now the Dominican is looking for the tie or the lead. Down to Villanueva against Machado. Strong to the hoop. Oh, he gets the basket.
That's what
and the foul by Torres.
That's the kind of move we like to see from Charlie Villanueva. That's the kind of move that if you watched him in the NBA, you like to see. He goes left. Now he gets in good position, goes hard. He double pumps, comes over with the right hand, creates the contact. That's the kind of play that we've all seen in the NBA.
See Nestor Garcia on the right, Jermon Mincy on the left. Garcia is an assistant coach of Julio Lamas, the Argentine head coach, and Mincy played for Puerto Rico during its glory years, and also played for the Peñarol, the team that plays in this arena in Mar del Plata.
And I like the lineup that the Dominican Republic has now. They got a bigger lineup. They got Garcia playing Huertes. He's got a little bit of size on him.
Guilherme wants to run Villanueva ragged because he knows he can't do that. Cayo Torres with the dribble. Oh, he falls down. And the foul is on Garcia. Garcia cannot believe it. And Calipari is telling Anthony Jordan, who understands him fully, that was awful. And we cannot translate what's being said right now.
We'll take another look here. He's in pretty good position. Garcia, he did a great job of getting in there. He reaches in there. There's the arm. He falls down, falls away.
I think the trip.
I think he's got a case though.
Who does? Jordan or Garcia?
Garcia.
I do believe that he tripped inadvertently as he fell. He tripped Cayo Torres, and that was probably the deciding factor for Jordan. He makes the shots. Fine shooting, free throw shooting team, with the exception, of course, of Splitter.
And Baez is bringing the ball up, trying to alleviate some of the pressure that Huertes is putting on the point guard Flores. Now that
36 all, minute to go. Villanueva, no good. Oh, Horford came from above.
Yeah, way above the rebound, the basket on that rebound.
Huertas picked up by Garcia, really making his life difficult. Huerta leaves him behind. Now he has a switch with Villanueva.
Yeah, see now when they switch,
floats.
Yeah,
the Flamingo shot no good.
See now when Dominican switches on that point guard, Garcia can at 6'7" can guard. Yeah, he travels.
Flores just picks up the dribble at the worst time, and he traveled. He's just shifted his pivot foot slightly and. Pull Chasson.
As I was saying, when Garcia switches his high screen and roll, see, he can take the big guy. Now, we're going to take a look at he moves his feet, shuffles him, drags it.
So Garcia can switch?
He can switch and handle the big man. Much better switch there.
Oh, off the reverse curl. Machado with a three, and he wants the foul from Baez. Brazil goes up by 3 with 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Horford, left elbow, offline. That didn't even draw a rim, and that's the end of the first half. 39-36. What a game. A 3-point difference. 8 days ago, the Dominican went to their locker room at halftime up 4. Now they're down 3 in what so far has been a defensive battle.
Well, it really has, and Brazil's only shooting at 38% overall, 41 for Brazil. But this is a team that is better than 8 days ago for Brazil. They've been practicing sometimes twice a day, and this team is now working together much better. They have really improved just in the 8 days. You look at, they had 6 assists, only 2 assists for Dominican Republic. You think that they may have to be moving the ball and motion a little bit better. They've got 4 turnovers, so they're taking good care of the ball. Brazil has not been able to really get out and fast break points. They only got 2, and that's if you can hold Brazil to do that, then
that's amazing.
That is very good, because their defense really triggers their offense. So you look at some of the scores. Garcia has made a very good contribution. He's got 8. Martinez 7. And Machado's got 10 coming off the bench and making a great contribution for Brazil with those 3-point shots.
As we look at the top scorers, Machado off the bench with 10, Francisco Garcia with 8, as well as Charlie Villanueva off the bench for the Dominican, and Al Horford with only 6. And where's Thiago Splitter? Not there yet. So as we look at the highlights from the first half of the game.
Yeah, you look at that. There's a great crossover by Coutinho, and then they go right into Martinez, who steps back, takes on Melissa 3. The great block by Horford coming from the weak side. And then there is Brazil on the early offense. Garcia coming off the screen, catch and shoot, squares up, having a nice half. There's Garcia stepping back with his 3. And then once again, the follow-up, the early offense by Heschheimer.
Jack Michael Martinez making his free throws. He is 2 for 2.
And he's got 6 points.
They've made 8 out of 9 free throws as Ronald Ramon with his best play of the night, perhaps even of the tournament, all the way in against the bigs.
And then there's the run out here by Garcia.
The assist by Ramon, Garcia with the fast break points.
You know, with Machado coming off the bench and hitting 10 points, the bench points, Brazil has got 21 bench points. So between he and Heschheimer, they have really picked up the offense for Brazil. Heschheimer has 6, but Machado leads with 10 for Brazil.
So have you been surprised by this Dominican Republic team that was basically sliced and diced by Argentina its last time out?
Well, they did not play well. Argentina really took them to school. But the matchups here are pretty good.
Exactly. They like these matchups.
Yeah, they do like the matchups. They beat Brazil, 8 days ago, 79-74. Huertas did not have a great game. He lost 10 turnovers, and he's an excellent guard. He's only got 6 here tonight, only 2 assists. So they've done a good job of defending Brazil, particularly the screen and roll. Splitter doesn't have any points, and I like here what they did in the second, late in the second half by bringing Garcia in, because Garcia, if they're forced to switch, can guard the big man, and I think that they've got a good solution to one of the real strengths in the set offense for Brazil.
Let's review, though. Gail, let me just review what happens if you lose one of tonight's games.
You're disappointed, first of all, because you don't get a qualifying bid to the Olympics next year.
It's like swimming an ocean and dying at the shore. The 2012 London Olympic Games already has 3 teams qualified out of a total field of 12, and we spoke to FIBA Secretary General Patrick Baumann. They're thinking for the next Olympics in Rio, that field may expand to 16, but it's only 12. The host UK is already in. The U.S. is world champions. They won that last year in Turkey. And newly crowned Tunisia as the African champion. The Americas will contribute 2 teams out of this tournament. The winner here tonight and the winner in the game right after this one. And FIBA Europe will produce an additional 2. Now, 24 teams in FIBA Europe, but only 2 advance automatically to the top 2 to the Olympics. 1 will come from FIBA Asia and 1 from Oceania. Remember, that is basically 2 countries, Australia and New Zealand, for a total of 9. That means that there are 3 at-large berths And for that, you have to go to this last chance tournament, called in French as repêchage. And that will be held in a country to be later named by FIBA, but we know it will be between the 2nd and the 8th of July. There'll be 4 European runner-ups, 3 from the Americas. We know Venezuela will be one, and the losers of tonight's game will be as well. So 4 from Europe, 3 from the Americas, 2 runners-up from Asia, 2 from Africa, and the team that did not make it from Oceania will also compete there. That will be 12 teams. Those 12 teams will be spread amongst 4 groups of 3 teams each. Those 3 teams will then play round robin. The top 2 will advance into what they call the quarterfinal round. Now, eventually, you have to understand that Europe will be dominating this tournament no matter what, no matter where it's held. Figure this out, Gail. You've got, right now you have Spain, France, Serbia, Lithuania, Germany, Turkey, Greece, and Russia. That's 8 teams fighting for 2 spots. Whichever 4 teams come after the winner and the runner-up will be powerhouses.
Yes.
So you may have, out of this last chance tournament,
teams,
have 3 European teams sweep into the Olympics. So if you're an America's team, this may be the easiest game to get to London.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, the Eurobasket, which is going on right now, is very, very strong. They have a lot of talented players, and basketball has become a real focal point or focal sport for Europe, in addition, of course, to soccer. You know, we look at this ball game and some of the things that I said at the beginning of the game that I think that Dominican Republic needed to do against this Brazil team, and I think they're doing a great job on their transition defense. Brazil only has 1 fast break point. They're shooting the ball adequately, but Garcia, of course, has made a great contribution, and he has, who hasn't shot well in this game. He's hit 2 for 3, and in fact, Dominican Republic, which is not a good three-point shooting team outside of Garcia. He's the only one that's taking a three-point shot. Of course, he's taken 3 of Flores. I'd like to see him get a little bit more aggressive offensively. He has not made the contribution he did against the Brazilian team earlier 8 days ago. He only has 2 points and 1 assist. For Brazil, they have not got the off in transition on the offensive end. They have not gotten the fast break points, only 2 this first half. A couple of times we saw the early offense where they have had numbers, the 4th and 5th guy open for the jump shot. They have not been able to really execute their screen and roll like they have early in this tournament. And they have not really shot well. I mean, they shot now 38% from 3 as they've increased that in the second quarter, and only 38% for 2s. In this tournament, of course, they have been shooting at a 59% rate. So it has been a little bit of what we talked about at the beginning of the tournament with respect to what to look for and what to execute for each team, and that's why we have a 39-36 ball game in favor of Brazil.
So, Gail, I'm going to bring in my friend Leo Montero. Leo is a very well-known personality here in Argentina, but it's this background that's interesting. He's a basketball player in a soccer country, in a football country. He played in the 2nd division league called here the TNA in Argentina, so he knows his basketball, and he's always kept his hand in basketball, even though he hosts the most popular morning show for 3 hours on Telefes network around the nation. Welcome to this halftime show, Leo. The reason why we bring you in, among others, is the fact that you know Argentina, the players, very well. Yeah. You've known them for years, and they're very confident telling you everything. How do you find their mood before this game against Puerto Rico?
Well, first of all, thank you for all the compliments.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure
they're deserved.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure for me to share with you. Well, I know very much the guys from Argentina because they've been playing together all the time.
Right.
For a lot of years, for a decade.
You've known them since they were in their teenagers.
Yeah. Well, Manu here in this same stadium, Manu Ginóbili, in this same stadium, he was like
16 years ago.
Yeah, he was 19 or 20 years, and he was with 3 awards, one of them in the mouth, after an All-Star game here of our country. So They are very good players. They're very group who plays together, and I think that's what you saw, and that's what Gail saw too. Argentina is it's a team in all the words.
And yet we were talking. We were having dinner last night, Leo.
Yeah, very nice.
Very thanks to you. I was on scholarship.
Very nice.
But I
That didn't count.
I know he didn't come, but he has a rain check. But
okay.
I was
Thank you.
Well, you didn't count.
Thank you. I had a previous dinner engagement.
Yes,
Perfect.
but I was going to say, Leo.
Yeah.
I mentioned yesterday, and I want to get your opinion on it, that the last two games,
Yeah.
Argentina started out this tournament giving clinics on how to play team offense and really help defense. But the last two games, they focused their shots and their offense on two players, Luis Scola and Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, that's true. And you said too that you saw like an Argentina, like a good NBA team.
Right,
Like the way to play is like an NBA team. What it means that? Well,
is that good or bad for Argentina if you play like an NBA team?
you know, I told you yesterday that for me, Brazil has too much to do with that because they play good defense against Argentina. Ruben Mañano is the coach of Brazil, is an Argentinian guy, and he knows very well the guys. Example, Manu Ginobili stay with the ball a lot of time too because he doesn't have a pass open to a teammate open to receive the ball, and I thought the Brazilian defense was very good on him, and especially with Nocioni wasn't in the floor.
Right, of course, Nocioni is a great...
Yeah, and
Manu
I think that was
yeah.
a real key. Like when losing Nocioni there within the first 5 seconds, he really spreads the court, and once again, it's Argentina basketball when they move the basketball.
Now, is he going to play today, Nocioni?
I saw him yesterday, and I'm 80% sure he's going to play.
Is he going to start?
Is he going to? I don't know if he's going to start. I don't think so. I think he's going to play a couple of minutes. And he told me, look, he was talking with Ginobili, Chapu, Nocioni, and he said, Manu, I saw you in Brazil. You scratch. How do you say in English? You scratch with the defense.
Right.
When he was penetrating, because Chapo wasn't there, open on the corner to make a three.
Right.
So that's good for Manu. That's good for the team because they play more open on the floor. And Chapo's waiting and hoping to get 2 or 3 baskets from there for the game tonight to open the floor for Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, they spread the floor with Nocioni on the court, without a doubt.
It's better for them.
It is
for
much
Manu
better for them.
especially.
Yeah, I agree.
We are talking to Leo Montero, who also has the most popular basketball radio show on La Red. You can actually catch it on the internet anywhere you are in the world. If you speak Spanish, that's the only requirement. And these players from the golden generation will call you after games. They very much feel like that's their home. But let me ask you another question. You've seen Julio Lamas also coach over many years. He's back again as the national team coach. In this tournament, I call him Professor Lamas. He's very professorial in his way. What have you seen about Lamas? What do you like? What have you found about him in this experience right here with this group?
Well, first of all, Julio is a very good friend of mine from a lot of years. I love him. I think he and Sergio Hernandez, the previous coach, are 2 of the best. With Mañano, the 3 better coach in Argentinian history. I think right now he's nervous. He's anxious too. He's doing a great job with the players. I love Julio coaching the team, and he's enjoying it at the same time.
Right.
Because he said all the time that these players make his work and make his job easier.
And yet,
they easy to coach.
And yet, he had a choice to bring perhaps some younger players to begin to have them learn from the pros and get ready for London. He chose to go with a very veteran team.
Yeah, the experienced team is that we have here. That is why it's Pepe Sanchez, the other playmaker, the other guard, with Prigioni. That is why Alberto can miss the tournament. He was with an injury.
Right.
And he just came here between with a lot of care on him.
Without a lot of practice, really.
A lot of practice. But he took that option because he thought the experience for this kind of tournament was better for Argentina.
One last question as we get ready for the second half. What is Puerto Rico going up against when you look at these 8,500 fans right here at Polideportivo?
I don't know what they're going to think. I think they're going to beat Argentina, of course. They have they have good players like Rojo and Jose Juan Barea. I I think Santiago, I don't know if he's going to play.
The word is he may play, he may even start, but I don't think he's going to give him a lot of minutes.
Maybe the same position like Nacional.
Correct.
For this game. But I think Argentina is better than Puerto Rico. I think it's going to be a game, I hope, and I think, talking basketball game, that Argentina is 10 points better than Puerto Rico.
Will it be loud in here?
Sorry?
Will it be loud in here? A lot of noise.
It will be. A lot of noise.
Extremely
that's
loud.
That's what we hope, and that's what we want, and that's what we make the tournament to Argentina.
Well,
so a lot of noise for our guys.
Well, thank you, Leo Montero. If you ever are in Miami or New York and you hear people speaking Spanish and you see someone at the center of the picture, that's probably Leo Montero.
Thank you.
Everybody knows him and loves him, and we thank you for coming at halftime.
It's my pleasure. I'm very happy with my things here, with the TV guys, with the people. It's very nice with me. And it's a pleasure for me to have you here in our country. So enjoy the transmission, and thank you very much.
And dinner's on me in New York.
Okay. I'll meet you in New York. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leo Montero. Thank you very much. Leo Montero, again, the most popular morning personality here, happens to be a basketball former player and a basketball person. And that, in Argentina, is a lot of fun. As we get underway for the second half, here comes the Dominican Republic down 3, 39-36, alongside Hall of Famer Gail Goodrich. This is Alvaro Martina. Nice strip by Alex. Ulis Baez recovers. Ooh, tough pass by Jack Michael Martinez. Somehow Baez got it. Somehow he shoots, and somehow he got fouled.
Well, he stays with it. Great hustle play. Just to give you an idea how important this ball game. In the first half, Huertas played all 20 minutes. Garcia also played all 20 minutes. We look at the Scola there from Argentina, watching the game.
An important game then.
Yeah. Very important.
Critical. The Dominican Republic, once again, has never, ever played in an Olympic game. Ever. They've made a Worlds in '78. They've never made the Olympics. As a matter of fact, the best previous finish in an Olympic qualifier was 7th place twice, including the last time out in San Juan. And they're due. They feel like they're due. They spent an awful lot of money. They've brought in John Calipari and his coaching staff, largely, as Francisco Garcia is hounding Marcelinho Huertas. And they want this very badly.
Looking to go inside to Hetzheimer.
Interesting. They start with Hetzheimer, not with Splitter.
Well, Splitter's got 3 fouls, so they want to preserve him.
Here comes Marcelinho. In and out and in.
Yeah, another offensive rebound there for Brazil. When Brazil gets an offensive rebound, it really puts Dominican Republic at a disadvantage.
It's a 4-point game, and Huertas is just taking it to Flores. No foul. Who says that FIBA players are soft? They don't know this kind of play.
Not at all. It's very physical out here.
Flores going left. He's got a shot over to Jack Michael. Rebounded, tipped in by Horford out of the basket, and here comes Huertas. He's looking at Marquinhos on the other corner. Drives,
roll.
Floater. No putback from Hetzheimer. He didn't go for the backboard. He went for the rim. Flores picks up his dribble. That's when he gets in trouble. Over to Garcia.
One-on-one opportunity right here. A little isolation for
Jack Michael. Banging with Hetzheimer.
Yep.
Goes left. Steps back.
Ball
no
away.
Good.
Tough shot.
Touched by Horford. And trying to save by Horford, but it goes off his body. It'll be Brazil's ball. As we see Martin Leiva on the left, Manu Ginobili center, Luis Scola on the right. In the middle, you see Julio Lamas taking a look at their next opponent, whoever it may be. Hetzheimer. Nice shot.
Yeah, he got to come out on him. Once again, we see the versatility of this young center, the reserve center, as he comes out, faces up. Jack Michael Martinez does not come out, doesn't even put his hand up. Uncontested 15-footer from the baseline. And Brazil goes up 6.
And John Calipari talks it over. That's the largest lead by any team in this game, 6 points. It's been a tough matchup here between Ruben Magnano's Brazilian national team And Magnano's the kind of coach, Gail, I've watched in this tournament. You may have scored, and when you come back up court and you walk right past him, he starts telling you about the last defensive play that you missed something on.
Well, he's a defensive-minded coach, no question about that. He's brought defense to this Brazil team, and that really is, in my opinion, the trademark of Brazil right now. I mean, they can score on the set offense, but they really have blown teams out with their fast break and early offense. We look here at the shooting percentages: 40 for Brazil on 2 points, 38 for 3-point shooting. Brazil has always been an offensive-minded national team, but he's brought defense to them, and that's really why they've gotten where they have in this tournament. They've played excellent defense against Argentina. They forced Argentina into some areas and shots that they just did not feel comfortable and not want to do. As we take a look at John Calipari, and on his left or on the television screen, Del Harris, his assistant, longtime NBA coach, and a nice high-low. They out of bounds. Oh. Great out-of-bounds play.
Horford gets hit, and he also hits Guillermo on the way down, so he's holding his lower back.
Yeah, but it was a really nice high-low opportunity there for the Dominican Republic. Now Horford's going to go to the line. We're going to take a look. He's pinned the defender. He goes up. He gets hit and comes down, it looks like, on his back a little bit. Horford has been an excellent free throw shooter in this tournament, shooting 83%.
As he has in the NBA, he is dangerous along that free throw line, whether for a free throw or for a two-pointer.
Well, he continues to impress me. Yeah, I really like his game as he shoots and makes the two free throws.
A late bloomer because his mother believed that because of his father playing professional basketball, he may never surpass him.
And Garcia putting a little bit of pressure on Huertas as he goes all the way, lays it up, but good switch off that time by Baez.
And Horford has already surpassed his father amply, Tito Horford, who played in Brazil, by the way. Here comes Flores. It's good.
Yeah, and I like that. He didn't go too far. And here comes Brazil right back at you.
Marquinhos drives left against Horford. Over to the corner to Guillermo. That's dangerous. In and out, rebounded by Hetzheimer and put right back in.
Yeah, Hetzheimer, he has really improved his last week as he goes hard to the offensive board.
It's a 4-point lead for Brazil.
Brazil just really comes right back at you at the offensive end.
You had Jack Michael against Hetzheimer.
Yeah, Hetzheimer.
Isolation. Right-handed shot, no good.
Missed it.
Rebounded by Marquinhos. Look at this gazelle.
Yeah, look at him.
Bring the ball up court. Played for the New Orleans Hornets in the NBA.
He had a cup of coffee there.
Few games. Now he plays in the Brazilian League. Here comes Alex with the awkward side shot. No good.
No one on the offensive boards for Brazil that time. As Horford comes down, posts up early, goes right again, goes inside.
No good.
Oh, he might have got hit, too. Here comes foul. Brazil right at you now.
And Huertas loses the handle. Back to Alex, who can't find it. Over to Marquinhos. They still have numbers. They still have numbers, finally. Horford gets back into the defense. Inside the Hetzheimer. A flip up, no good. Horford with the rebound. And Mañana thought Hetzheimer was fouled.
And Dominican Republic slows it down.
They're down 4.
As John Calipari calls out a pattern play.
Baez down, pushed by Alex Garcia. Francisco over to Ulis Baez. Cross court to Horford. Drives right.
Gonna go right, yep, you go all the way.
We'll take the shot against
Tough
the backboard.
Shot, use it against the board.
It's a 2-point game. 5.5 to go in the third. Huertas brings it up the court slowly. Brazil has missed the last 3 Olympic games. For a team that's already made 13 Olympics, that's unacceptable. Here comes Marquinhos. In and out, rebounded by Garcia.
And right now, Dominican Republic owns the defensive boards. One shot, and
no
out.
more.
Horford, give him some room, give him some space.
And Huertas shows a double team.
Yep. Now that time he goes left, falls away.
And he makes the basket. Horford now with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and a block.
Yeah, he's warming up.
He ties the game at 45. And Magnano calls a timeout.
Here he goes right, gets a little contact, continues to go right with a one-hander off the glass, and now he's got some space here. He goes left, goes up. Now he falls away. He gathers. He gets his balance. Here we see it again. Shoots over the smaller defender.
He's getting a lot of room as Ruben Magnano calls a timeout.
Well, that is Dominican Republic's strength. Go to their big men.
And let's see the shot distribution. Jack Michael Martinez with 9, Horford with 14. That's 23 out of 39.
Yep.
That's what they should have done from day one in this tournament.
Well,
they've gone away from their strength at times, partly because they don't have a point guard that really kind of gets the game, partly because Calipari hasn't really insisted on it.
Well, I think that you might say that they've learned from the previous games here at the tournament. I mean, this is the game that counts. This is the game that they want. Yes, they beat Brazil earlier. The point is they've gotten to where they are now, and this is the game that they have to qualify for the Olympics next year.
A country of 7+ million people, I refer to the Dominican Republic, will go, which is a baseball mad country, will go bonkers if this team makes an Olympic team. Why? Because they've only had teams in the Olympics twice in baseball in 84 and 92, and once in volleyball, as Sasha Polk is warning Calipari that he will call him a technical foul if he doesn't stay under control and his assistants stay on the bench. They're giving warnings here in Mar del Plata. Garcia
continues to guard and hound Huertas. Reach it in. Don't want to do that.
He tried to pick his pocket as Machado's in, guarded by Baez. They're denying the pass.
They're doing a nice job of switching. Here they switch out.
Against Martinez. Yeah. Huertas drives in the paint, goes left, picks up the dribble. Marquinhos fakes a three. Too late.
Good run out that time by Garcia.
Oh, but no. Whistle from the referee. Oh, my goodness. Here comes Huertas with a drive. Back to Machado for the three. Oh, that's going to hurt.
Oh, that really going to hurt because that 24-second clock ran out before the shot.
Unreal. I know it's noisy in here, but I could hear it.
And I don't think that's not a reviewable.
No, it isn't. Only at the end of the quarter,
right.
Only to see if the score counted or if the foot was on the three-point line. That's it.
Ramon goes and gets it. Picks up his dribble. Now there's in trouble.
That's a shoot. No rim.
You cannot pick up your dribble. Here we go. We're going to see. Take a look here. Now he hasn't shot it. No, it hasn't gone off as yet. That was a call that was missed.
As we see Luis Flores get back in the game. It is a three-point lead for Brazil. They've got the ball, and Luis cannot come in because Calipari did not report the substitution on time. Hetzheimer. To Marcelinho.
Yep.
Machado drives over to Hetzheimer from the free throw line. It's good.
Yeah, he drove and the defense collapsed. They hit Hetzheimer, who just spots up there at the foul line. Now Brazil has a 5-point lead.
Largest lead was 6. Horford drives. Here comes Machado. Outside of Baez. Loses Henley. Double dribble.
Yeah, he double dribbled.
As Flores gets back in the game. And Baez will go to the bench.
We'll take a look at here. We didn't see the fact that he caught the ball. He actually lost control and dribbled it.
And then picked it up.
Yep.
And then start again. Classic. Here comes Huertas. Back to no one in particular. That's one of the 10 turnovers. Type of play he had with a turnover game against the Dominican.
Yeah, he got himself up in the air and just didn't know where to go.
Flores inside to Jack Michael. Blocked and fouled by Hetzheimer.
And that is Hetzheimer's third. So he's got 3. Splitter's got 3. We still have 3 minutes to go in the nice little pass as the defender comes to it.
We still have
Hetzheimer's out of position, reaches and fouls. We still have 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and both big men for Brazil now have 3 fouls.
And we still have Caio Torres on the bench available with 2 fouls. So Jack Michael Martinez will go to the line. He's very outspoken. If he doesn't like something, he'll let you know. He'll let the coach know. A lot of coaches and teams don't like that. So he's been bouncing around from team to team, even though he's an obviously talented player.
Well, you know where you stand when you speak with Jack Michael. He misses a free throw. Now Villanueva is in for Al Horford to give him a couple minutes rest here before the fourth quarter.
Alex to Marquinhos. Over to Marcelinho.
As they try to Machado to let him
free
off.
Machado for the reverse curl, and that's become a registered trademark of Marcelinho Machado.
Wow, he comes off the screen and he can shoot it quick. Squares up from downtown. That's 3 more for him.
7-point lead, 2.5 to go in the third.
He's got 16 coming off the bench as they look to go into Jack Michael.
Against Hetzheimer, he wants another foul or a shot. Here we go.
Well, he wants both.
Turns right. Nice move by Jack Michael.
Yeah, really a good shot, good time there. A backing Hetzheimer down in. Hetzheimer did not want a foul. Gave him a little pump fake. Got him where he wanted. Got his timing. And then shot the ball with a little right-handed hook over his left shoulder.
Another shove by Hetzheimer, not charged by the referees. And a 3. And Jack Michael Martinez bounces the ball almost all the way up to the roof. He is frustrated.
Brazil does a nice job of getting into it. John Calipari wants a timeout. He's not going to get it. Now it's an 8-point game. Brazil is warming up on those threes.
The largest lead so far.
There's Charlie. He's got a real good size of energy. You just have to turn and shoot over him. Bad shot, but there is Martinez.
And he takes a foul, a hard foul from Machado. And I have to say, before Moncho Monsalve took over this team, Machado would have never fouled him that hard.
Look at that. There's the foul. He gets hit in the head. Finally, they call it after about 3 times the foul.
As we see Machado also score a 3.
Yeah, see, they get into the lane, and then they kick it out to Marquinhos, who spots up. And at 6'9", he just shoots over the running defender.
Here comes Jack Michael Martinez. And he makes the first free throw. So he's played in Mexico, plays in Venezuela a lot, has played in Puerto Rico, plays, of course, in his native Dominican Republic.
And
went to Artesia High School in California.
He's got 10 points and 11 rebounds, a double-double already.
Takes his time.
Now he's got
free
11.
throws. So we have a substitution. Ilis Baez comes in. Out goes Ronald Ramon. No changes for Brazil.
And Flores is going to guard Garcia. And Francisco Garcia continues to hound Huertas full court.
Brazil playing with essentially a 6-man rotation. Alex drives right, lays it left. Touched by Hetzheimer. Back in Brazilian hands. Over to Machado. In and out. Rebounded by Flores. Boy, the Dominican dodged the bullet.
They sure did. Here's Jack Michael again. They're going to go right at Hetzheimer.
Faces the basket, goes left,
Yep.
goes right, up and under.
Yep, with
left
a left
hand, and
Oh,
the foul.
yes.
And that one really complicates matters for Magnano as his big men start to accumulate fouls.
Well, he has been a monster in the low post. He is so strong. I mean, we see him. He wants to go right. This time the defender plays him right. He goes right. He fakes left. Then wants to go right. Steps under with the left hand and shoots with the left hand to protect the ball from the defender. Gets the foul.
The fourth foul and the basket. And he'll have a free throw as Ruben Magnano calls a timeout.
And just like that, Dominican Republic is now down only 4.
So they've got a player that's 12 points and 8 rebounds in 18 minutes of play, meaning Rafa Hetzheimer, out with 4 fouls.
And the Dominican Republic now has 30 points in the paint to only 12 by Brazil. But the bench points for Brazil, the great contribution, led by Machado, who's off the bench with 16. They have a total of 33 points coming off the bench. Fast break points, they still only have 2. Dominican Republic doing a nice job in transition of getting back. Rebounds. Dominican Republic has 29, 28 Brazil has 29, 28 for Brazil, so that's even. We got ourselves a ball game.
It does. It's a 4-point game. Minute 4 to go in the third. And the fans are waiting for Puerto Rico, Argentina next. The other semifinal matchup. Again, the winners tonight get an automatic bid to them. You'll see the winners celebrate like they just won the tournament because they'll get a berth in the Olympics.
And if this game goes down to the wire, I think you're going to see the 8,500 fans here really start to root for Dominican Republic. They would like to get Brazil out of the, in effect, the tournament and not qualify. I think that also that right now Argentina would prefer to play Dominican Republic, who they handle easily in their game where Brazil actually beat Argentina.
Yes, indeed. As Jack Michael makes the shot, it would be a double win for the fans here if they can pull that off. So they'll be rooting for the Dominican Republic at the end of this game.
Let's see what Brazil tries to do coming out of the timeout.
They're switching on every screen.
And here Machado.
Against Jack Michael Martinez, going left, driving right past him.
Oh.
Over to Splitter, who gets the foul and the basket as well.
Yeah, and now that's their first foul in this quarter. So when that ball went to Splitter, they should have fouled him right now. He's beat right now. He's got that nice dish off now. You got to foul him before he goes up and make sure he does not make that basket. Splitter, not a good free throw shooter, as we know.
Oh, 42%.
Yeah, he goes to the line. 45 seconds to go, and that's the first foul in Dominican Republic. So they had fouls to give that could have, if they could have fouled him as soon as he got the ball, they would have had Brazil take the ball out.
Marquinhos has some kind of open wound in his left forearm, so he has to leave the game, and in comes the youngster, 19-year-old Augusto Cesar Lima Brito. Splitter will go to the line.
He makes it.
Yep. Trying to shut us up.
Yep.
That's good. I'd rather be shut up than to watch him make 42% of his free throws. Villanueva, top of the key. Offline. 30 seconds to go and a 6-point Brazilian lead. Still trying to get his shot.
33 seconds for Brazil. Let's see if they try to get 2 for 1.
Huertas. Still hounded by Garcia.
High screen and roll. Goes right around.
Over to Splitter. Blocked by Villanueva. Here comes Flores. Going left. Driving. Missing. But a foul on the shot by Alex.
A terrific ball. He's going right down the lane. Martinez is late, and then he goes up, and Charlie just says, not in here. Get it out of here. Terrific defensive play that time by Charlie. There we see the foul on the break as Flores goes hard to the hoop.
Jack Michael Martinez will take a seat, and he gets a round of applause. And Al Horford is back in the game.
And 13.8 seconds to go. Joviani comes in for Brazil. Another shooter, Benita.
Vitor Benita, the other youngster, the 21-year-old.
And he is a terrific three-point shooter. He comes in. This is the first time that he's been in the ball game tonight. But
it's a six-man rotation, basically, so far.
Well, yeah, it really has. And right now, Magnano has all shooters on the court except for the big man, Thiago Splitter.
Jack Michael Martinez goes to the bench with 14 points, 11 rebounds, and an assist as Manuel Fortuna gets ready to check into the game. Flores makes the free throws, and now it is a 4-point game. Fortuna is in. Flores is out, and they don't have any ball handling. This is strictly for defensive purposes.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. And they've got one foul, so they can foul here. They should foul right now. Oh, they're going to.
Oh no! The unsportsmanlike foul, 2 free throws and a possession.
Yep.
And Huertas clearly was held, and he sold it very well too.
Well, yeah, he was completely ahead of the defender Garcia. He should have. If he was going to foul him, he should have started foul there. But he's completely ahead, and he held him, and the officials got it right. Oh, and he goes to the line and misses.
As Flores will come in.
Yep. As Garcia now has, two fouls. He's going to come out, I believe.
Yeah, Villanueva and Fortuna
No,
out.
Fortuna's coming out. Okay.
Martinez and Flores in. Splitters in for Brazil.
Yeah.
Marquinhos is out.
8 seconds.
And
5.
now
One shot for Brazil.
To Huertas. Stops. Drives against Martinez. Floats it in. And he gets the basket. And that's the end of the third quarter.
And
boy, two costly fouls. One not given by Ulis Baez on Splitter. Another one given too late and too hard by Garcia on Huertas. And now Brazil will rest and get ready to start the fourth quarter with a 7-point lead.
But take a look here. He goes around Martinez with a little floater, uses his quickness on the run, lays it up. And Huertas, who is a real clutch player, now has 11. He plays his best when it's counted upon. The other night, he did not play particularly well for 3 quarters, then just took the game over in the fourth quarter. Tonight, he's got 11 points. He's got now 5 assists. We look at some of the stats. Brazil, 42% for 2, 38% for 3. And also look at Dominican Republic, only 2 assists versus 10 for Brazil, and they've got 6 turnovers. So 6 turnovers after 3 quarters is pretty good. Brazil only has 4 turnovers, however. But the bench points for Brazil has been really devastating to Dominican Republic. They've got 33 coming off the bench to only 12 for the Dominican Republic. The second chance points, they've got 13 to 5 for the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic, however, has done a great job in getting points in the paint. They have 30. Brazil has had to rely on their 3-point shooting.
Boy, but end of quarter management was a little weak there. I mean, the fouling. I mean, Ulis Baez is a pro. He should have fouled Splitter.
Brazil, no question about it. Brazil, once again, is able to close out the quarter like they have so many times in this tournament.
So now it's down
7-point lead
to the fourth quarter. Brazil with a 7-point lead and an Olympic berth at stake. This Dominican Republic team already has achieved, at a minimum, a fourth-place finish. And that's their best in Olympic qualifying, but that's no consolation. And there's no saying that if they make that last chance qualifier in July of next year, they'll bring this team. Huertas. And to Machado, back to Marcelinho Huertas. Over to Alex, who pops out. Screened by Splitter. He drives all the way to the corner.
Good
well guarded by
Garcia.
Now here comes Guilherme, short on the 3. Rebounded by Baez.
Yeah, Francisco Garcia did a great job of closing out Machado there on the baseline where he was posted up.
And a foul by Guilherme on Horford. That's a mismatch.
Yeah, it is a mismatch. They got to go into Horford as much as they can. I'd like to see Horford touch the ball every time down the court. He leads his team in assists. Something happens when Horford touches the ball. He's generally going to get a good high percentage shot, or he's going to make an assist. The defense has to really focus on Horford a lot. So I'd like to see him touch the ball, whether he scores or not. Now there's
left-handed shot against the basket on a jump stop.
Yeah, a terrific move, going left with a jump stop and then shooting the ball with his left hand. Huertas played him very, very well.
It's a 5-point game.
But a good defense and just better offense. And now
a foul on Splitter.
Yes.
And that will be his fourth. Trouble for Magnano.
Yeah, he really does have some trouble. Now he's going to come in with Keo Torres, And we're going to take a look here as, he faked it. He I got to tell you, Jack Michael Martinez really flopped on that one.
But he's had 2 that were fouls against him that he did not get the benefit of the doubt, perhaps.
Do you think Jack Michael Martinez might have played a little soccer?
No.
Because all those soccer players...
He was born a 50-year-old.
Yeah, but all those soccer players really flop.
No, but they don't really play a lot of soccer in the Dominican.
No,
he was just savvy.
I'm kidding.
Born savvy.
Yeah. Okay, now.
And remember, it's football, not soccer.
Yeah.
As we see along the baseline, Flor Melendez, the Puerto Rican coach, watching the game from a nice seat. Flores drives against Huertas. Another jump stop. Nice leap. Short. Rebounded by Jack Michael. Just stole it from 3 Brazilian players. Over to Horford. They look for the high-low, but Cayo overplays.
Yeah.
They can't change the angle on the pass.
He did a nice job of
Horford drives left, steps back on the right. No good. And on that rebound, there's a foul by Michael Martinez holding on to Cayo Torres, his third.
Well, Torres did a great job of denying Martinez the ball. He just got inside. Let's see if we'll take a look. There's the shot, the fall away. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of contact. And he could have called that. There's a lot of contact in there.
Machado to Marquinhos to Marcelino. Down to Alex against Flores.
Yeah, he's going to post up. He's stronger.
Outside to Huertas in the crease. It's good. The floater by Marcelino Huertas.
Garcia got caught that time watching. Huertas goes to the open spots, then takes one dribble when he gets the ball and a little floater.
And 2 minutes into the game, into the fourth quarter, it's a 7-point lead, and Garcia just takes his eye off the ball. Looks at Flores as if it was Flores' bad pass. He just made a mistake.
We're going to take a look. There is a bad pass. It's at his knees, and Garcia takes his eyes off the ball. See, Garcia was watching that time, and Huertas just gets the ball. As Garcia comes out, he goes right around him.
7-point game. Marcelino holds on to the ball. Feeds Cayo Torres down low.
Yeah, one-on-one, big,
right-handed,
strong, right-hander.
No good. Rebounded by Horford. Ronald Ramon on the court for the Dominican. Over to Jack Michael. He looked at the high-low. Not there. He drives left. Back out to Ramon for the three. No good. Put back. No good. And rebounded by Cayo Torres. Dominican taking any chance of fast break points out of this game. It's a 4-2 partial. 4-2.
Flores coming back in.
Yeah,
Garcia
back in for Garcia.
You get Francis Garcia, give him a little bit of a rest here.
Marcelino. High pick and roll. High screen. He feeds Cayo. Did he travel? No, he just lays it in.
Yeah, they did a nice job of really clearing that side.
9-point game.
No defender there. Able to help. High screen and roll. Huertas doing a great job.
Ramon, it's a three, and they needed that badly. Now it's a 6-point game with 6:50 to go.
And Dominican Republic hanging tough here.
Alex. Huertas picks up the ball.
Now here comes a high screen and roll.
And Marquinhos goes to his favorite spot. Over to Marquinhos. Drives. Corner shot by Alex. A three. It's in. Another three-pointer by Brazil. This time by Alex. His first.
And Brazil really warming up, hitting those threes. They are a good shooting three team. They now have shot their average 39%.
Ramon is having trouble handling the ball. 12 seconds to shoot. Over to Flores.
Boy, to now pressure defense here.
Pass the ball. Too much dribbling.
Yep,
they drive. Tough shot. Blocked by Alex. And now Brazil picks up the ball.
Not a good decision. There's Alex on the.
He traveled.
Yeah.
He traveled. Yes, indeed. No basket.
Yeah, I tried to get his feet set so they could go to the basket. Alex does not like the call, but I think the officials got it right.
And he traveled.
Yeah.
He traveled. So now it's a 9-point game. 6 minutes to go in regulation. John Calipari calls the timeout.
Did they count that basket?
Puerto Rico, Argentina next. But this is not over yet. Now they had Ronald Ramon in the court, and their offense just stalled. Is that a credit to Brazil or simply?
Well, I think let's give credit to Brazil's guards. They are really excellent. But I think the Dominican Republic really went away from what they do best, and then they got to look inside. And they missed Martinez inside there once. They missed Horford inside. And then the clock starts to run down, and you get a little bit of pressure. You got the defensive pressure. You got the clock running down, and you end up taking a very difficult shot.
Martinez with 3 fouls. Horford does not have a foul in this game. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, Lord, yes. He was going to take it all the way to Brasilia. 1, 2, 3.
Cha-cha-cha.
Yep. Well, no. Samba. Ramon. Back in the game.
Now Horford's got great position. Now
oh, nice touch pass to Martinez.
Yes, was that pretty? Oh, terrific out of bounds play by Calipari. Horford posted up. He had great position, and then they hit Martinez rolling to the basket up in the weak side.
Alex.
Great teamwork.
Denying his left. Here comes Marcelinho Huertas.
And they're going to call for the high screen and roll. Didn't get it.
Can't even get it. Now he shows up with 6 seconds to shoot. Over to Machado, all alone for a 3. It's in.
Yeah, Bias made a mistake. He went to help on Hetzheimer. Huertas makes a great decision. As Machado just posts up, you got to help from the other side, not that side.
It's a 10-point game. Halfway through the 4th. Inside the Horford double team. Tough shot.
Yep.
No good. Michael Martinez with the putback. It's good. He shoved Torres, but that was not called.
I'll tell you, how good is he on the offensive boards? Where would they be without him tonight? 16 points, 13 rebounds, 5 of them offensive. Oh, you got to switch out, which is not good. He's got to get back.
Oh, he's got Marquinhos all alone, but he didn't see him. He went for the 2, and he makes it. It is now a 10-point game again.
And Brazil is really shooting lights out here in this 4th quarter.
Ramon.
Well, he's going to run the screen and roll.
Over to Horford. Goes left. Pops out. It's good. All net for Al Horford.
Going left. Spots up left.
It is. He's got
makes the
14
jumper.
points, 6 rebounds, a block, and a steal. Typical Al Horford game. Turnaround shot by Machado. No good. Rebounded by Jack Michael Martinez. Let's see. They're down 8 now with less than 4 to go.
And they go right away in the early offense right into Horford. Horford's got to take a one-on-one. 3 posts, get it back to him.
He decides to drive, and they're crowding each other down there.
Yep, he works
Jack
in.
Michael, no room for him. He's got to shoot. Oh, too early, but he makes the shot. It's a 3 by Raul Ramon. That was not in the script for Ruben Magnano. It is a 5-point game. 3.5 to go in regulation.
We'll take a look at. He's got him there. He wants it. Fakes. Nowhere to go. Passes out to Ramon. He's spotted up. Brazil slow to get to the shooter. They've got him boxed in there. Go to get to the shoot. Box to the shooter. He shoots the jump shot from the 3-point line. Counted. 74-69.
You know, this is not a good 3-point shooting team. I'm referring to the Dominican Republic, but tonight, 4 of 7, 57%.
Right. 2 of the Ramon has hit 2 for 3, and so has Garcia. The only other person to take a 3 was Charlie Venezuela. But you're right. They're not a good 3-point shooting team. To their credit, they've only taken 7 tonight.
Another
24 for Brazil.
Yeah, another key of the game, working in favor of the Dominicans, is free throw shooting. 17 of 20. That's 85%. The Brazilians, we know, is one of the worst, if not the worst, free throw shooting team in this tournament. They're now down to 71%.
Yeah, but Brazil, if you look at the 3-point shooting, that really sort of tells the story of this game. They have made 6 more threes. That's 18 more points.
Same crew. Garcia back in the game, however. Guilherme Hetzheimer with his 4 fouls in the game. Alex, Machado, and Huertas on the court for Brazil, and pressure from the Dominican token. 5-point game, 3.5 to go. Down to Hetzheimer. Works his way into the basket against Jack Michael Martinez, who has 3 fouls.
Hetzheimer shooting that little hook shot over his left shoulder after getting great deep position. And now there's a lob pass into Horford, and Horford's going to go up strong.
Lays it in on the foul by Guilherme.
Another great timeout play called by Calipari as they bring Martinez high, bringing out one of the big men high, and then Horford, there it is, over Giovannoni.
The second high-low pass from Martinez to Horford. Nice floater. And great concentration by Horford not to travel as he gathers himself.
And now
he can cut the lead to 4.
And Marquinhos, another big for Brazil at 6'9", is coming in. And he's going to replace
Guilherme with 5 fouls. He's saying goodbye. 3 points, 3 rebounds, 1 block. Their top scorer, their second best rebounder, great steals man, and a veteran. He's out for the last 3 minutes, 8 seconds. It's a 4-point game. This is very interesting.
And where?
Ramon guarding Huertas. Here comes the screen. They left Hetzheimer alone. They couldn't feed him.
He's got him back now. He gets the position inside. Now we got a one-on-one situation.
Drive left against Horford, and he fouls.
Yeah.
Marquinhos.
I'll tell you, he's got some quickness for a 6'9" forward, where he goes right around Horford. He's inside. He goes up with the left hand. Horford hits him with the body. He is impressive. 6'9", 27 years old.
Yep, but in Vegas, in the 2007 Olympic qualifier, that team was beating an underhanded and undermanned Argentina team by 6 with about 3 minutes to go. Guilherme self-destructed. Marquinhos left the game right after, didn't go back to home with his team. And Nezinho, who hasn't played tonight, refused to go on the court. They just melted down.
Well, he's 12 for 12 from the line in this tournament.
The last remaining perfect free throw shooter, as Pinheiro of Cuba is already home. And that team, had they beaten Argentina in that game, would have qualified for the Olympics. Simple as that.
Yeah.
They blew it.
Now, Splitters comes in the game to match the 2 bigs for
Lopez from outside. Tapped out to Jack Michael Martinez. Brazil with a 6-point lead. Ramon.
Horford's got good position. Look inside. He's not looking.
A lot of dribbling.
No, a lot of
double
dribbling.
Team. Over to Horford up top. Drives right. Crosses left. Steps back from the free throw line. Short. Rebounded by Machado. Over to Alex. And then handed off to Huertas. Right near the half-court line.
He's going to look for the high screen and roll here. They're trying to run Machado off the screen down low. Now he's going to use the screen and roll.
Over to Splitter.
Leave him alone. Now as Machado comes off.
Short.
The screen misses the shot.
Yep, and Jack Michael Martinez now with his 15th rebound.
And they want to go to try to get something for Garcia here.
Horford.
He's trying to get the ball.
Yeah, and Alex has just been hanging and grabbing him. Here comes Horford.
Yep.
Tough shot. And he'll go to the line. Everybody was waiting for that ball to go in.
And that is 5 on Hetzheimer.
He's got to go.
Yep.
That's the second Brazilian out. I mean, it's been a grind for Brazil tonight. Well, between Jack Michael Martinez and Al Horford.
Well, as we said at the top of the show, Dominican Republic offensively has to go to their bigs. They have done that for most of the ball game. When they've fallen behind, there was a period of time when they went away from that, but now they're going right back to it. Horford goes to the line.
Makes the first.
Yeah, and that is number 19 for him on the game.
Marcelinho Machado, the top scorer for Brazil with 19. He's 5 of 8 from behind the arc. Oh, look at the shoving and the grabbing and the slapping. It looked like it went off Brazil, but it went off Jack Michael. And I tell you, Calipari is close to a technical.
Well, he is close. He's out on the floor, and You know, he doesn't understand FIBA basketball officials, I don't think, all that well. And as this is his first international game, and there's
What? That's with a floater.
Yeah, but
no
was
good.
Bothered by Horford that time. Horford really altered that shot defensively.
5-point game. Back to Horford. Drives left. Turns right.
Foul.
Tough shot.
No.
No good. No foul. Splitter to Huertas. Calipari's going to burst a vein.
Well, he's looking for fouls. He's still out on the court. He's going to get a technical. He better step back. He can't have a technical now. 55 seconds to go. Huertas is going all the way.
Drives all the way.
Makes
it's
a
good.
Great play. Great individual play that time.
And makes it now a 7-point game with 50 seconds to go in Brazil.
And Calipari is almost at half court. He is livid. And you know, particularly at the U.S. official, Anthony Jordan. I mean, he is Anthony Jordan. Here we see Huertas go all the way, goes around him, lays the ball up. Great individual play, and Anthony Jordan doesn't want to call a technical at this point in time in this critical game. But I'll tell you, he had every reason to do that because Calipari was out there almost to half court.
Yeah, this kind of refereeing, it will break your heart. And if you're not a veteran of FIBA wars, get used to it. As the 3 referees now walk towards the control table just to get a drink of water. Remember, some of the best referees in this tournament come from the countries that have made it to the semifinal round, from Argentina, Brazil, the Dominican, and Puerto Rico. Because of neutral country status, none of them are here. None of them will be in the next game either. Now, add to that, the fact that they don't, these crews are just playing, refereeing together.
Well, you know, the FIBA game is so physical, and they allow so much contact. It really puts a lot of strain on the officials as to what to call and what not to call.
Yeah.
And as a player, you want to have the fouls or the game called that is consistent. But I got to tell you, since the FIBA rules allow you to have so much contact, it is very hard. They could be blowing the whistle just about on every call. I mean, every play, every touch of the ball. And so it's hard as what they allow, what you can do off the ball. What kind of contact, how much contact, and you got to find a happy balance, and it's very difficult for these officials.
Let's get back in the game. It's a 7-point game, less than 43 seconds to go, 18 on the possession. The entire Brazilian coaching staff is at the table.
And Calipari, again, is out on the court. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Well, that's what happens when you...
And so the official walks over, tells him to get back. And Magnano, he's yelling, and now Calipari wants a technical on Magnano.
Calipari is on the court right now. He finally steps back.
Well, both of these coaches are really into the game. It means so
Ramon
much.
with a 3.
Oh,
it is in! It is in! It's a 4-point game. 36 seconds to go.
And a full court pressure.
And a foul on Marquinhos. Now, I've said it all along in this tournament. You've heard me say it, Gail. Ramon is worth a 3-pointer per game, right?
Well, he's got 3 of them.
Except tonight. Exactly.
Okay. Next foul that the Dominican Republic commits will be a foul. Will be a
change possession foul.
No. It's to be a shooting foul.
Right. To change possession.
Yeah.
Oh, but Garcia slips, and the rush is on the Dominican.
You're going to have to foul it. You're going to have to foul it.
They still don't. Burning seconds. They finally do.
Yeah, you're not going to take the ball away from him. He's too good with the ball. It's a 4-point game. You got to extend the game.
And I guarantee you, the Argentine fans watching this are just shaking their head like, why doesn't he foul him? What's keeping him from fouling him?
Yeah, you should have fouled earlier. He should have. That was a mistake.
And you've seen that again. We remember the unsportsmanlike foul on Garcia on Huertas again.
Yeah.
And then the lack of foul on Splitter. I mean, that may be the game right here. Seriously, it's a 4-point game. Now it's a 5-point game.
Huertas has really come on here. Now has 18 points and 7 assists. Been very, very clutch here in the fourth quarter.
And how many turnovers? He has 4.
He has 4.
That's about his average, 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. It is now a 6-point game. 20 seconds to go.
They need a 3.
Flores to the corner. Jack Michael Martinez
Travel.
over to Ramon. Another one. No good. Touched by Splitter, goes out of bounds. It'll be the Dominicans' ball with 10 seconds to go.
6 points. They need a 3.
And time is running out on the Dominican Dream.
Garcia's going to take it out. Try to run Ramon off a double or a triple screen.
Jack Michael fakes a 3, steps back, throws it up. No good. Machado with the rebound and a foul. And Brazil is on his way to London. The last time they got an Olympic berth was in 1995, right here in Neuquén, Argentina.
And you see an emotional Coach Magnato.
Oh, he was under a lot of pressure. They hired him for this, precisely for this. And now you see him treat his players like a father with smiles. It just takes this amount of accomplishment and achievement for Magnato to show his human side. Rebounded by Flores. 3 seconds to go. Garcia over to Ramon. And the game is over. Brazil is back in the Olympics after a 16-year absence. They just beat the Dominican Republic 83-76 to advance to tomorrow's finals at the 2011 FIBA Americas Championships. A valiant effort for the Dominican Republic, but they fell short.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, at the end of the day, it was really the three-point shooting, I thought, for Brazil in that fourth quarter. They hit a lot of real clutch shots. This guy, Huertas, did a wonderful job of getting the ball to the open man. Got 7 assists, 19 points. Machado off the bench with 20. They had 15 more points from the three-point range, and they start to celebrate here in Mar del Plata.
The Verde Amarela is in force. A team that did not have Nene Barbosa nor Anderson Varejao. A team that played really inconsistent basketball early on in the tournament has left its best for last.
Yeah, they really did. And, you know, you got to credit their defense. They really picked up as the tournament went along. And obviously, as they celebrate, they're very, very happy. They came here with that goal, is to get to London. And that's what they did.
The Dominican Republic leaves Mar del Plata with at least a 4th place finish. They will have to play the loser of Puerto Rico-Argentina coming up next to determine whether they end up 3rd or 4th. They will be invited to the repechage tournament. We'll see if they can put together this kind of effort against some top European teams. This is their best finish ever in an Olympic qualifier. 4th place, at least, maybe 3rd. But that's just not enough. It's a bitter defeat for a Dominican team that really had hope to finally make the Olympic. But now it's Brazil that's celebrating, and they better leave the court at some point because we have another game to play.
You look at some of the stats, and, you know, Brazil shot 40% from three-point range. Rebounds, they lost the rebound edge to Dominican Republic. That strong front line of Horford and Martinez. 13 assists, only 4 assists for Dominican Republic.
What a game. What a game. Marcelinho Machado off the bench with 20 points. Jack Michael Martinez leading 4 of 5 main categories. And outstanding game by Jack Michael.
Yeah, he just had a terrific game. Had a terrific tournament. As you see, 18 points and 15 rebounds. And you look at some of the other top scorers. Huertas had 19. Horford, 18. Hetzheimer did a great job off the bench with 14, as Machado did with 20. It was just a great team victory for Brazil.
You take a look at the highlights. Al Horford with a great game, 18.7 rebounds.
Well, didn't shoot the ball real. Took 20 shots to get those 18 points. But what a terrific player, a terrific tournament.
Really, he's in the all-tournament team.
Well, I don't know that they have one, but he's certainly on my all-tournament team. No question about it. And we see Huertas, who uses his speed and his quickness to go right around Martinez, who has trouble with that screen and roll and stepping out against the driver there. Huertas again with the fake shot. Garcia comes to him, one dribble, and then the floater. And then we see Ramon here with the jump shot from the outside. Huertas finds Machado on the perimeter as he spots up and shoot. And here's the kick out to Ramon again for the three-pointer. And then Huertas really finishes it off with the drive around the defender. Just a terrific point guard. Marcelo Huertas.
He will be the starting point guard for Barcelona in the Spanish ACB, replacing Ricky Rubio. For Marcelinho Machado, what a way to get his team in with a best in tournament performance with 20 points coming off the bench. He's waited a long time. Thiago Splitter struggled today, but he's happy his teammates picked him up.
Well, they had a lot of trouble with the
Puerto Rico, Argentina coming up next. We now have a second team from the Americas going to London. We'll get a third in the next couple of hours. Join us here on FIBA TV and on ESPN3.com in the U.S. For James Lucas, this is Albert Martin. See you in a few minutes.